Welcome to Travel Trolls TV.
Welcome.
Why on earth have you got Gothie in your arms?
Because we're in Gotham today.
We're in Gotham, Gothie's hometown. This is where, village rather, this is where he was born. Good old Gothie. We're in Gotham. Now, where have you heard the word Gotham before?
I haven't.
You haven't? All right. Everyone else has. Gotham City, Batman. No?
No.
Never mind, I'll come to that in a bit. Gotham is an Old English word for goat home. So I reckon a lot of goats used to live here once upon a time.
Okay.
So Gotham City, out of Batman, right, it gets its name from this tiny little village are we in Leicestershire? I don't even know where we are.
Dunno.
This tiny village anyway, which is called Gotham. Now, I'll give you a few facts about Gotham. Firstly, the sign, you know, as you're driving in, welcome to Gotham type sign, gets stolen every year by Batman fans as memorabilia. We were going to park near that, but we can't find it, or we can't park near it, should I say. Another little interesting fact about Gotham, before I get onto the tale, on August the 2nd, 1984, there was a tornado, Mazzy. A tornado. It says at 5:50 p.m. it uprooted trees, blowing garden sheds over, power cables went over, destroyed greenhouses. Yeah, tornado in England. You don't get many of them. So Gotham is famous for the mad men of Gotham, right? King John, now I don't know if you've heard of him, but he was the baddie in Robin Hood. So a real person, he were a baddie in Robin Hood. And no one liked King John, right? So the people of Gotham didn't want him to come through Gotham. They heard that he were on his way, he were going to come through Gotham. Now, if the king ever went through anywhere, the road which him and his entourage went through became a highway, if you like, a proper road. It was known as a proper road. They didn't want that in Gotham, they wanted to keep it nice and low-key so nobody knew about it. So, all the local men pretended, or did they, to be mad. Now, the reason for this is way back then, it used to be thought that madness was infectious. So if the king came through and there was mad people around, he might become mad. So they wanted to try and put him off and scare him from coming because there's mad people here. Are you with me so far? Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get it? Mm-hmm. Yeah? Okay, good. Just keep your ears open and I'll try and explain it as slowly and as carefully and precise as I can and simply for you kind of people. So just round the corner is a pub called, I think it's called the Cuckoo Nests Inn. Now this is what the main story is about these madmen, the cuckoo nest. What they did, one thing they did, is they had a cuckoo and they loved the song of this cuckoo. And it was in this bush, if you like, right? And they decided they liked the song so much they wanted to keep that cuckoo where it was. So they put a big fence around the tree, right, to keep the cuckoo in. But they didn't put a roof on it and the cuckoo just flew away. You know, that's a bit mad in itself. Now, we could actually have gone there, Mazzy, but it's about a 1.5 mile walk and I didn't think he'd be up for it. But there is actually a cuckoo nesty place. It's in the woods, but we're not going there. But that's one mad thing which they did. Another one was, one of the maddest people to come out of Gotham was this guy, right? He had his horse with him. And he's just there, his horse is having a drink. He could see the moon's reflection, right, in the pond. This is the local village pond. He could see his horse having a drink and see the moon, and all of a sudden the moon disappeared. And he said to the horse, Have you just swallowed the moon? You've swallowed the moon, I don't believe it. If everyone finds out you swallowed the moon, I'm going to get into a lot of trouble. So he got his sword out, he got the horse, right, and he got his sword and he just went, and he cut its head off 3 times. It took 3 attempts, it were a bit blunt with his sword, took 3 goes, cut its head off, and he's putting his arm right down its, you know, from there downwards. He's sticking his hand right down, trying to get the moon out, and then all of a sudden, the moon reappeared in the pond, because all what had happened is the moon had gone behind a cloud, the clouds had disappeared, and the moon came back, so he felt really stupid, and he was a bit mad. The same pond, right, it used to be full of fish, it used to feed the village, and there was an eel in this pond, which was killing all the fish. So they set out to find this eel, and they managed to catch the eel, and they grabbed it, and you know what they did to kill it? They tried to drown it, they threw it into the pond to drown it. Obviously eels can swim, it didn't drown, a bit mad. The village blacksmith had a problem with wasps in his thatched roof, so he set fire to the thatched roof to get rid of them, burnt his house down. A bit mad. And then there's one last one I've got, which is a local farmer who rode into the village. He had two big, what do they call them, bushels of wheat, and he was carrying them. And he had a horse walking behind him, and he was carrying them because he thought they might be a bit too heavy for the horse. So this is all little stories about how these people are all mad. Now, were they actually mad, or were they doing this to put the king off coming through here? So the stories about these mad men of Gotham, it spread all around the world. There were books written about them and how weird they were. This got over to America, and New Yorkers are called Gothamites. You might have heard that if you're from New York. Some people call them Gothamites, and that's where Gotham City comes from the Batman movies, and it's all because of Little Gotham right here in Gotham. So if you're a Batman and Robin fan, you've got to love Gotham. Now, there's always a tragedy at the end of every story, and that is poor old Batman himself. Now, you still see films on TV, you see the cartoons. Not many people know, but he is actually dead, is Batman. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, died back in the 1800s, and this is his grave. He's buried here in his hometown, Gotham. Batman's grave. So we've just come to this other spot at the other end of the village, and there's a few signs here in this lovely, it says Gotham Village of Legends, and loads of pictures about the stories and legends of Gotham. And here are some of the legends. I've just told you some of them in the churchyard, but there's one which we didn't tell you, which we quite like, called the Moonrakers. And the story goes that some villagers noticed a huge cheese in the village pond, so they all went to get the rakes and they were trying to get this cheese out. They were doing it all night long and they could not get this cheese. And at the end of the night they blamed the rakes. They just used the wrong kind of tools. So they decided they were going to go back the next night with a net to catch the cheese. The cheese was obviously the reflection of the moon. Mad, absolutely mad. So that is the story of Gotham, just a quick little story. I hope you liked that one. We're now going off now to try and find a sign which says Gotham on it so that we can take a picture of Gothie with Gotham sign. Say goodbye, Mazzy.
Bye.
See you all soon. Bye-bye.